Welcome back to the DFS Special. I'm your host, your DFS Jerusalem, coming to you live from the list. You got 150 entries, and then you're a shark, and I don't fuck with you. So there's too much good shit on here. This is the often imitated, never duplicated. I'm here with my lovely co-host. Thank y'all. Stay safe. Enjoy. I may have been calling in to work. You're gonna be in the running for the Snowflake of the Year. Get your shit together with your snowflake. I'm here at the crib, man, and I'm just finishing up. Stop. Throw them bitches in the main. I'm telling you. You're gonna see the results, bro. You're gonna see it. This is what's really gonna help you out. You know how I feel about the home dogs. There's a lot of fight in the home dogs, and I really think a lot of shit to go over tonight. Who that scored all them points over there? Player of the night.
Get him in your lineups. Get him in there. And let's go get this money.
Thursday, let's go, and remember, in the sweatshop, we always keep it 300. Yo, what is going on? What's happening? This is your boy, the DFS Jerusalem. Man, you can follow me, of course, on Twitter at DFS Jerusalem. Jesus, look at this. What the good Lord. Shout out to the homie Kristaps Porzingis. Jesus. Good Lord. Moving right along. Yo, big shout out to everybody in the stream right now, man. Shout out to Fantasy Phenom, the homies Kyle, Money Mike. What's up? Gun Decker in the spot. Yo, everybody, bow down. The big homies in the spot. Good to see, man. David Russell, yeah. Yo, tonight was crazy, bro. Tonight was nutty. Okay, and I'm gonna show you how crazy tonight is. Okay, I'm at about 6 times my buy-in, right? Well, no, this is 5 times, 4 times my buy-in. I'm at 4 times my buy-in right now on DK, and I put out some of the worst plays in NBA DFS history. I'm talking about just disgusting bad plays. But the crazy thing about tonight was, if you had the good plays, it didn't matter how bad some of the bad plays were, as long as you had the good plays too. And I think that's what really saved me. Like, I had some really good ones. I set myself up early, and I was like, you know what? With this slate, with this 12-game slate, I'm gonna stay heavy around that Laker-Houston game. I said to myself, every lineup that I have is gonna have either Harden and Westbrook, or Harden or Westbrook. Like, every lineup that I had, either I had Westbrook and Harden, or I had Westbrook and a balanced line, or I had Harden and a balanced line. And those, it was really good. Tonight was still good, man. And I'm surprised because, I look at some of the guys that I was on, bro, and how the fuck did it happen? And I want to give you a look at the way I do it, man. And everybody in the shop, they come in and they see exactly how I get down in terms of my roster builds. And what I'm rolling out, I'm rolling out 10 lineups. 10 lineups, bro. And I'll enter those 10 lineups inside of, let's say, the $3.20 max joint, where I've got it half maxed out. You can enter 20, but I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna enter 10. And I come up with the core of plays I like. And we start there. I start there. And as I optimize each lineup, I get off of one guy, based on how much the guys in the shop like him or don't like him. Like today, like, nobody really loved Joe Johnson like I did. I thought Joe Johnson was going to be good. And when I brought it up, they were like, nah, we ain't really feeling that, but whatever. So I got off of him, and I had some lines with him, but I had some without him. I was completely on Nick Batum today. I had some lines with him, some lines without him. And that's why I don't want y'all to get too hung up on when if a person is willing to share their complete roster building strategy with you. Don't get caught. Don't fall for the bait and just look for a play. Give me a play. Give me 1 play, 2 plays. Give me 4 plays. Give me your core play. Like, it's just not that simple. If somebody opens up their entire roster build to you and shows you the way they build rosters, pay attention, bro. Like, that's what it's about. It wasn't about because some nights it's not about the 1 or 2 guys that I pick for myself. A lot of times it's about the rosters that all of us build together. You see what I'm saying? Like, and we're gonna get into it. Tonight was a Lakers stack with Harden, bro. Tonight was about the Lakers stack with Harden. And Westbrook was well on his way to a 70-point game, but they just blew the fucking doors off of the Jazz. So, and funny thing is, a lot of the value came from that game. A lot of people played value guys from that game. It just didn't pan out. So, but still, man, tonight is a good one, man. I was surprised that I was able to, place as well as I did in those contests. But yo, it was nice. It was nice. It was a good night. Got some more to play with. Got a little NFL money to roll through this week with. We do have a 5-game slate on deck for today. We're gonna take a look at those, but let's take a look back at what happened last night. We've got I think 2 games are still in progress, but for whatever reason, we're gonna continue and roll on through. So let's go ahead and jump into the feature 4 plays of the night. These are the 4 most talked about, tweeted about guys in the DFS Sweatshop, in the Facebook VIP, and as well as on Twitter. First guy we're going to talk about is the Who Dat scoring all them points over there, player of the night. This is going to go to Trevor Ariza. Bro, the dude played 45 minutes. Like, he did not... it's only a 48-minute game. The dude played 45 minutes. 45 minutes, 18 points, 11 boards, 3 assists. He knocked down 4 3-point shots, 4 steals, a block, only a couple of turnovers. Shout out to Trevor Ariza, bro. He was all over. Trevor Ariza was in about 80% of my lineups. Like, 8 out of the 10 lineups I had Trevor Ariza in it. And we were on him. That was a very solid play. Really nice one there. The next play we're going to talk about is the how did I miss that play tonight? And it's Denzel Valentine, bro. Like, he's a guy that I like to roster. And I just missed the boat on him. To play 29 minutes, 16 points, 10 boards, 5 assists, 3 3-point shots, and 1 steal. And the reason why, I kind of missed out on Denzel Valentine here was just because of the minutes that Nwaba had been getting. Like, he had been eating into Denzel Valentine's minutes ever since he came back from injury, and I kind of curbed my enthusiasm and just didn't play Denzel as much. And but today was a good day for him. The matchup was there. Usually if he doesn't play well immediately, then Nwaba comes in and ends up playing the 30 minutes. Him or Nwaba are going to get 30 minutes, and if he doesn't play well, that jumps right in automatically. So just to send, Gunn says, when I opened up Ariza and saw him playing 40 minutes a game, I literally yelled, "Oh my God, I have to play Ariza now." Thank God it worked. Oh yeah, he's been getting minutes, bro. He has been getting minutes. The whole game, he never came off of the floor. It was ridiculous. Like, he played like almost the entire game. So Denzel Valentine was the how did I miss that play night? Had none of him. Next guy's gonna be the heat check play night, and it's got to go to Kyle Kuzma. I really wish somebody in the shop would have been like, yo, fuck Julius Randle, just play Kyle Kuzma. Because I promise you, I had Julius Randle 60% of all of my lineups. I did have some Kuzma. Actually, my best lineup, the one that hit 300, did have Kuzma. Had Kuzma and Harden, no Westbrook in that one. But Kyle Kuzma, man, shout out to you, man. Salute, bro. You are the heat check play of the night. 40 minutes for Kyle, 38 points, 7 boards, 4 assists, a block shot. It's a solid game. This dude hit 7 3-point shots. Like, he was unconscious, like literally going ham. So shout out to Kyle Kuzma, man. At 5.8, you went out and 10x'd on him and got 58.25 DraftKings points. Now, we must go ahead and patronize that one motherfucker.
Snowflake, snowflake, little snowflake, little snowflake falling from the sky. Snowflake, snowflake, little snowflake falling, 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 falling on my head.
Falling on my head. Tonight, you, Nick Batum, you's a motherfucking snowflake with your snowflake ass. How the fuck, bro? 9.5 DraftKings points. This is crazy. This is crazy. Yo, it just okay. All right, I'm gonna set the tone for this shit. Okay, I'm gonna set the tone for this shit. 26 minutes, 0 points, 2 boards, 5 assists. How do you let? I'm speechless, bro. I'm so pissed with this dude right now. I am so pissed with this dude. You a motherfucking snowflake with your snowflake ass, and I ain't gonna roster your bitch ass again. I mean that. Yo, this dude, how do you let the kid come off of the bench and do everything you were supposed to do. What the fuck was that, bro? Like, if you can't play, you can't play. Go sit down. If you're not ready to play, if your elbow is bothering you, because the game before this, he went out and scored 27 points and blew the doors off of my Knicks. So I'm thinking, okay, cool. Nick Batum, he's back. He's good. He's good to go. He's priced so cheap at 5.7. Let's get it. No. With your snowflake ass. Let's get on with the rest of the motherfucking show. Motherfucking snowflake. Now, we do have 5 games on deck that we are going to be talking about. Let's go ahead, jump into that. What I want to do is kind of set the scene, take a look and see which games are going to be televised. See if there's any games of importance that we must deal with. So let's go and take a look. Now we got Chicago and Cleveland. That's going to be the first game at 7 p.m. Then on TV we have the Boston Celtics going to New York to take on my Knicks. That's the Boston Celtics coming off that loss at the crib to Miami, so they're going to want to come out and play well. Then we got the San Antonio Spurs going to Utah. Both of those teams are going to be on a back-to-back. So this is something that we got to talk about, bro. This could be a tricky slate. So let's go ahead and pop it open and jump into it, man. First game we got is going to be the Chicago Bulls going to Cleveland to take on the Cavaliers. 213 point total here. The Cavs, the Cavs are giving up 11. And, when the Cavs are giving up this much points, they rarely cover, bro. I'm telling you, this game could go down to the wire. Just because it's the Cavs and they're getting so many points. Well, the first thing I'm going to look at is you're going to see LeBron James, man. He's at 12.3. I want to look at, LeBron when he's been priced up to this high and see how well he's been able to perform. Because he's been here. This is on FanDuel. Let's go to DraftKings. I'm sure he's going to be 11 something on DraftKings. Let's go to DK. Okay, cool. He's 11.9 on DK. And we're looking at 60. Like, the dude has been going nuts. I'm talking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 straight 60+ games for LeBron James on a 5-game slate. I don't see how you can fade him with confidence. I definitely see that he's fadeable because, of course, it's only a 5-game slate. And if you have the guy that doesn't play LeBron and he goes out and scores 45 points and the Cleveland Cavs blow them out and you don't get any LeBron in the fourth quarter, you are a genius. I get that. But, man, it's going to be tough to make a line tomorrow without having LeBron James in it. But I do think it's possible. I'm going to highlight him because, of course, we're going to be taking a look there. Kevin Love at 8.3. I do like that in this spot. This is the 22nd ranked DVP against the power forward position. So I'm definitely going to have, an interest there. Now, this could be a stack slate as well. Chris Dunn at 7.3. The price is up on him just a touch. He was 7.1, I believe, last time out. Laurie Marketing, 5K. The price going down on him. I think he is playable in this spot. Justin Holiday, 5.6. Now, the price is up on Holiday. When he was 4.9, I was loving it. I was loving him. He's 4.9. Now he's up to 5.6. And it just so happens that Cleveland does struggle against Cleveland does struggle against shooting guards. Just to say, K-Max says LeBron is not getting 6x. But and I'm gonna tell you, on a 5-game slate, sometimes you just gotta have the guy that scores the most points. You know what I'm saying? Like on a small slate like this, sometimes you just gotta whoever he is, you just gotta have that guy who scores the most points. And I think right now, looking at this first game, LeBron is the front runner, but we do have some more games to talk about. So Justin Holiday does look playable to me. I definitely think that David Nwaba at 4.2 is a guy that we can look at in this spot. Nikolai Mirotic, 6.7. The price is up. I don't love him. Bobby Portis at 4.9 could be usable. Denzel Valentine at 4.1 looks to be usable as well. J.R. Smith, man, at 4K is very interesting. I like J.R. Smith here. Let's see what he's done against the Chicago Bulls in games past. That Laker game was nice. So we have seen them early this season. He played 26 minutes and only 13 points. Do we think that what happened last time out against the Milwaukee Bucks is kind of a kick in the ass to the Cleveland starters? Because the bench came in and really saved that game. Like, the starters wasn't playing with the fuck. If you remember, there was no Kevin Love in the fourth quarter in that game. We saw LeBron like 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter against Giannis, but Didn't see much Kevin Love. Didn't see much J.R. Smith. Didn't see much Jay Crowder. We saw a lot of Dwayne Wade, Kyle Korver, and Jeff Green. Those guys were heavily involved in that one. And I think that's going to be like a trend. I think that's something to look at. Jeff Green at 4'3", I do like him. I think Dwayne Wade at 5'2" is most assuredly in play. We're still going to get that minutes limit, I believe, from Tristan Thompson. So he's not a guy that I'm particularly interested in. But Kyle Korver at 3.6 could also be a play. So this is looking like it could be a Cleveland stack night. You get a couple of the good studs, a few of the guys from the bench. That could be good. I enjoyed the Lakers game a lot, but I am a Lakers fan. Oh, of course you did, bro. The Lakers look good, man. Yo, it's all about the Lakers. It's all about Philadelphia. It's about Boston. It is really good to see this many young guys contributing the way they are, man. This is nice. This is like old school NBA in terms of competition and young players stepping up and playing big, man. I like this. I like the direction that the NBA is going in. So next game we got is going to be the Toronto Raptors going to Philadelphia. Now the Raptors here are going to be, this is the second leg of that back-to-back for them. We've got an 8.6 price point at the top starting for Kyle Lowry, who I do like in this spot. We know that the Philadelphia 76ers do give it up to the point guard position. And a lot of times when I like Kyle Lowry, I've got to pair him with someone. And it doesn't always have to be, DeRozan. Sometimes it could be Ibaka, it could be Valanciunas. I kind of like Ibaka here at 5.9. I think DeMar DeRozan is in play. I'm going to look to the bench, and I'm going to take a long look at Norman Powell here at 3.6. He's a guy that I really think can play well against that Philadelphia second team. So those are going to be the guys that I like the most. Fred VanVleet does interest me at 3.6, but I don't see this game blowing out. I think this game could hold. I don't see this game blowing out. You look at Ben Simmons at 9.5. Anytime I got him under 10K, he is a usable option. Robert Covington is going to have to play well in order for him to stay in this game. Now, let's look at this, okay? Let's take a look at this because, you know, Covington, most likely, I don't see him matching up with OG. I wouldn't waste a defender like Covington on OG Anunoby. I wouldn't do that. I would put him on DeMar DeRozan. That's what I would do. I'd put him on DeRozan. I'd have Saric on Ibaka, have Ben Simmons, you know, play back and forth between Anunoby and some Kyle Lowry, having them play back and forth and kind of shading. JJ Redick is a game time decision. Let's take a look at JJ Redick, because that could shift the culture too, man. If we see Redick out, he's dealing with some tightness in his right hamstring. Yo, soft tissue injuries? No, I can't play Redick tomorrow. Soft tissue injuries. We learned that from De'Aaron Fox the other night with that. I think he had like a sore quadricep or something like that, and he played like for a second and then he left. Yeah, I can't deal with that soft tissue joint. So Rashawn Holmes at 4.6 could be in play here. I think T.J. McConnell jumps off to me at 4.4. Even though you hate playing traditional point guards against Kyle Lowry or against the Toronto backcourt defense. But this game on the road, I think you can. You got Ben Simmons, who's kind of the X factor in this spot. He's a guy that is big, can get in the lane, can score, can facilitate. He's gonna draw. He's gonna draw defenders, and when that thing collapses, he's gonna be able to kick it out to Robert Covington and Dario Saric at 6'4". So this is a game that I like. I don't think people are gonna love this game a lot. I see right now everybody going to Chicago, Cleveland, and maybe even hitting up the Boston, New York, but I like this game. This is good. This is a good game. I like this one. The next game we got is going to be the Boston Celtics going to New York to take on my New York Knicks. Kristaps Porzingis is under 9K. He is 8.9. He does have a knee issue, and he's going to go through practice Wednesday. Steve Proper of the Bergen Record reports the big man said he's close to full health and doesn't see why he wouldn't be able to play. So with that being said, man, I think that I'm going to take a shot here on Kristaps Porzingis. We love to attack the Boston Celtics at the power forward spot. Who better to do that with than Kristaps Porzingis? I love him in this spot. Enes Kanter at 6'2". Yes, a really solid offensive play. I like that. He's a guy that can go out, get those putbacks, get rebounds, play well. Yeah, you can give me some of that. I think Courtney Lee at 5.4 is interesting. I don't love him, but I am interested. Michael Beasley at 5.2. The only way I would even consider playing him is if Kristaps is not playing. Frank Nitti at 4K does look to be interesting to me. On the other side, Kyrie Irving at 8.7. Yeah, I think he's in play. I really do. I like Kyrie here. Kyrie is in play for me. Jason Tatum at 5.8. he had a hand issue. Let's take a look at Kristaps did get shut down last time against him. Let's take a look. He had 17.25 DraftKings points and played 32 minutes. He's had one good game against him in 4 games. Dropped 50 on him in New York. Dropped 50 on him in New York. But I like Kyle Quinn at 3.9. That's kind of interesting too. It is. So Tatum at 5.8. He had that hand issue. He got his hand stepped on. So he's got a finger joint. So it says he has a dislocated pinky. Tatum will either be probable or questionable for Thursday's game versus the Knicks. I ain't fucking with that. Yeah, if Kelly Olynyk can drop 50 on Boston, you gotta think Kristaps can ball out. Especially, if he's got some of this, sitting in the crowd, if Kristaps has some of this here sitting in the crowd, we need to find out. We need to holler at old Jen and see what's happening. Because if she's there, if left cheek, right cheek is there in the spot, I can definitely see the homie Kristaps going off for a 50 piece, right? So Jaylen Brown definitely in play for me at 5.5. Love him in this spot. I think Marcus Smart is in play too at 5.1, especially if we don't see Jason Tatum for some reason. That means an increased amount of minutes for him. So I do like that. Next game we got is going to be the Memphis Grizzlies going to Phoenix, man. Both of these teams on a back-to-back. We already know what time it is, man. Marc Gasol priced up 8.2. He should really see some solid time here and some minutes. We know that Tyson Chandler started last night, so he's probably not going to start here. We're going to see more minutes for Alex Len, maybe even Greg Monroe at 4.7. If I had to choose between the two of them, I would go Alex Len here. And Ricky Rick at 7.6 is a play I think we can get behind. It's any love. But, he can ball, man. He can ball. And he's a scorer. He's a decent scorer. And on a state like this, you've got to take exception here, okay? So I'm going to have some of Andrew Harrison. On the other side, TJ Warren at 6.1. That is so cheap. That is so cheap. That is cheap as fuck. Josh Jackson, 3.9. That looks to be usable. Isaiah Canaan is 4.8 minutes. Oh, Canaan had 18.5 DK points with 8 minutes left. He still can make value. He still has the time. Aldridge at 7.7. I can get there. Paul Gasol at 5.3. I can get there. Danny Green just left last night's game, so there might be an issue for him playing in this one. So that's something to definitely pay attention to. DeJounte Murray at 4.4. That could be a usable play. And, of course, Manu at 4.1. But, Powell killing it. Powell is killing it. And he's in my, is he in my FanDuel line? Powell is killing it, bro. He was having a game. Yeah, Powell's having a game. Yeah, Powell's having a game. Yeah, he's going in. So Favors at 5.3. I think that's usable. Joe Johnson. Oh, fuck you, Joe Johnson at 3.8. Can't use that. Donovan Mitchell. When is the return date on the homie Donovan Mitchell? Okay, it says he could be back today. About a minute ago, Mitchell will not play Wednesday due to the bruise. Okay, cool. He sustained an injury during. Yeah, that's a bruised toe, man. That's a bad wheel. So we want to be aware of that. Alec Burks at 4.7 looks to be in play, as is Thabos and Falosha. Hopefully Rodney Hood shoots better than he did last night. So, hey, and we don't want to get popped, bro. We do not want to get popped. So we have to make sure that we keep in touch with what's going on. This is the 10:30 game. This is the late joint. If there was any night this week that you want to take off, this could be the night. Let's go over to FanDuel, man, and take a look and see how the pricing correlates and see if there's any differences that we can use. Right off the bat, Justin Holiday, 4.9. He is cheaper on FanDuel than he is on DraftKings. Booyah. I like that. That jumps off to me like off the muscle. I like that. We've got LeBron James, 12.3. Love is 8K. I think Love is a little bit cheaper What's Love's price on DK? Let's take a look. Love's price on DK is 8.3. Oh, yes, okay. So playing Love on FanDuel is a commitment. It's saying I am forsaking all other centers. I am going to play Kevin Love. And I like that because he's cheaper on FanDuel than he is on DraftKings. So I think Kevin Love is definitely a play. Definitely a play. I like that one. We got D Wade at 5.4, Tristan Thompson, blah, Kyle Korver, blah, Jeff Green 4.6. That's usable. The pricing is not as tight as it has been, bro. On FanDuel, it's been pretty tight the last couple of days. Let's look at Calderon. As much as I hate this dude, man, he's been putting up decent points. 24. He has a little bit more confidence in shooting the ball. You've seen him do that. He's got a little more confidence in shooting the ball. Calderon does. So next game is Toronto and Philadelphia on FanDuel. 9.8 for Ben Simmons. That's cool. Sark is at 6.4. Redick game time decision. Yo, if Redick doesn't start, who moves into that shooting guard spot? Do they give us some Cabarrot starting? Do we get Jared Bayless starting? Because Ben Simmons is not really a point guard, so they can easily shift one of the smaller guys in there, maybe even TJ McConnell. And if that happens, that is nutty. We're going to play some TJ McConnell. DeMar DeRozan is 8.8. That's similar priced. Kyle Lowry is 100 cheaper than he is on DraftKings at 8.5. So I guess that's usable. Norman Powell is still cheap at 3.6. Yeah, that's cool. Then we got Boston, New York. Kyrie 8.7. That's usable. Yo, Kristaps is 9.5. I can't play that on FanDuel. That's high. Cantor 6.3. I like that one. Jaylen Brown, okay, 5.7. I think he's 5.8 on DraftKings, so that's somewhat of a discount. That's good. Memphis and Phoenix. Gasol 8.3. Yo, there's no discount here. Even Harrison is 4.3. TJ Warren is 7.8, and we got Josh Jackson at 4.3. 4.2 for Chandler, who's probably not going to get a lot of minutes. Yo, Alex Len is 6.6. Yo, okay, so FanDuel has figured out the algorithm that the Phoenix Suns use to play their centers. And they've priced up Alex Len to 6.6. What this means for me, okay, Alex Len, 6.6 on FanDuel. Let's look at it on DraftKings. Alex Len's price on DraftKings. 5.7. This means for me that Alex Len is certainly in play on DraftKings. 6 points. I'm not gonna play him on FanDuel too much. I'm not gonna make that type of commitment to him on FanDuel at 6.6. But on DraftKings, he is definitely in play for me. Definitely. And Greg Monroe is 5.9. Last game we got is gonna be San Antonio and Utah on FanDuel. Ricky Rubio is 5.1. Of course, that's gonna be cheap, a little cheap. That's usable. We've got who else? Rodney Hood, blah, blah, blah. Alec Burks, yes, that's usable. Tabo, okay. Oh, LMA is only 7.5. I like that. Yo, I like that. That LMA. Look at Powell. Powell is 4.5. But see, we can get popped and don't see Powell. So, then you got Kawhi Leonard is down to 5.5, bro. Yo, can we take a chance on 25 minutes of Kawhi Leonard at 5.5 on FanDuel, where blocks and steals is a big thing? We get 3 or 4 steals and 2 blocks with 10 points and 8 rebounds in 26 minutes. Can we do that? Well, he only played 16 minutes. He hasn't gotten over 17 minutes yet. That may be worth like a chance. That may be worth a chance. Especially if like Danny Green is out. You know what I'm saying? That could be usable. We may be able to get away with that. We're gonna come back and check that out though. Let's take a look at what the dude says. Yeah, he might sit Aldridge tomorrow. We might see a little bit some extended run, man. Right now, if you promise me 23 minutes of Kawhi Leonard at 5.5, I'd play him. You give me 20, you give me 12 first half minutes and 11 second half minutes, I'd play him. Kawhi at 5.5. So let's go and take a look. Let's look. And it's sad. Like this is the kind of head game that you got to play. And Kawhi is 6K, so he's 500 cheaper on DraftKings. I mean, on FanDuel than he is on DraftKings. So that might be an in for us to take a look at and exploit, because I'm sure folks are gonna be scared to play him. I'm sure, and this does up the ante on Rudy Gay here at 5.2. If you see LaMarcus Aldridge sit out, that does up the ante there for Rudy Gay. So we've only got a 5-game slate. I'm telling you, bro, if you wanted a night to take off and relax and not play, this could definitely be the night, because it's tough. It's a tough one. Okay, this is a tough slate. Right off the bat, I can see I'm gonna be playing because I'm a degenerate. But if you wanted to get in with me and check out how we build those lineups we talked about in the beginning of the show, it's very simple, man. You go to the website. It's www.dfssweatshop.com. You go there and you can subscribe. We can do a monthly thing where you pay once a month. It's 50 cents a day, half a cup of coffee, 2 punk ass quarters a day, or sign up for the year long. Takes you through a calendar year. We'll meet you right back around here this time next year. Takes you through the rest of football, basketball, baseball, right back around. So that's going to be dope. Yo, a lot of shit's going on in baseball, bro. Gun. Yo, a lot of shit is going on in baseball. So, find you a home, man. Find a DFS home, whether it's here with me, or it's Fantasy Phenom, or it's with Ren DFS, or if it's Wise Take, or if it's, DFS Squad. Yo, find you a home, bro. Find a DFS home. And hook up with them cats, man. Solid, honest cats who want to see you win and want to help you and take you to the promised land. So make sure you do that, bro. It's paramount to your success in DFS. Is to find a place where you can chop up honest plays and discuss honest shit. You know what I'm saying? And let people know. You can let somebody know who you're playing without them going out and playing every line that you show, or what, you know what I'm saying? It's a solid shit, man. Make sure you get involved in a DFS fam. So. We got all of our plays, our initial player pool locked in. Feeling real good about that. So let us go ahead and go get some news and notes, man, throughout the day. Find out, damn, I dropped the 153. Get some news and notes throughout the day. Find out what's going on, and then meet me back here at 5:30. We're gonna be chopping up all those lineups, getting shit together. And the number one thing I want you to do, man, do like we do. Keep it real, keep it honest, and always keep it 300. Peace.